Over the past 100 years, our society has been driven by non-renewable fossil fuels. While these fuels are currently cheap, they are slowly disappearing, and they are also a huge source of pollution. In the not-so-distant future, the vast majority of usable fossil fuels will be depleted. Because these fuels will no longer be available, we must begin to turn to energy sources that are renewable. Renewable energy sources are those that virtually never run out. The best example of a renewable energy source is solar energy. Solar energy is simply the energy the planet receives from the light and heat of the sun. This energy is used passively in everyday life without much notice. The energy that is not absorbed by the Earth or its organisms simply turns into heat energy that goes unused. However, in the past 30 years, scientists have developed new technology that captures unused solar energy and turns it into energy that is usable. The concept of utilizing solar energy first became popular in the 1980s during the panic of the energy crisis. But when the crisis was resolved, the fossil fuel prices dropped, and people in the United States quickly returned to using the cheaper fossil fuels. However, despite the currently low economic cost of fossil fuels, many families and small businesses still choose to use small solar collection units. One older system of solar collection consists of a series of mirrors, pipes, and a salt solution. The mirrors trap the sun's heat, then the solution gets heated, and it is then transferred through a series of pipes throughout the building, either to heat a water tank or go through a radiator. A newer system relies on collection units converting sunlight directly into an electric current, which is then stored into a battery. The energy in this battery then goes throughout the household's outlets and can then power household items. These small-scale collection strategies are not the only form of solar energy collection. In recent years, scientists have been developing large-scale solar energy plants. The most common types of solar energy plants are those made up of parabolic troughs or dishes. These troughs or dishes concentrate solar energy to heat molten salts that run to a central collection unit that powers an electric turbine. Scientists have also just begun having success with new plants called power towers, which are expected to be some of the most cost-effective power plants in the world in the near future. In many ways, solar power seems like a perfect system. However, it does have one large problem: financial cost. Fully functional solar-powered systems for homes can run a heavy initial cost of thousands of dollars. Even though solar energy would end up saving money in utility costs in the long run, many people cannot afford to make such a hefty short-term investment. The second main problem with solar energy, as of now, is that it is location dependent. Some areas, such as the deserts, simply get more sunlight than others, and, at the moment, there is no truly efficient method of transporting solar energy over long distances. However, the benefits of solar energy greatly outweigh its disadvantages. First, solar energy is incredibly clean, especially when being compared to fossil fuels. An increase in solar power would directly decrease carbon emissions and other forms of pollution. Secondly, properly built solar energy systems are more reliable and are more cost efficient than fossil fuels. Once in place, solar-powered systems can basically run themselves for a small fraction of the cost of one that runs on gas. Also, because solar energy systems last a very long time, and because they only use the energy of the sun, they eventually make up for all initial costs and begin to save people money. In addition, as fossil fuels decrease, their prices will increase, and therefore utility costs will spike, making solar energy systems even more cost-effective. But finally, and most importantly, solar power is the absolute most renewable source of energy on the planet. The sun is the most consistent source of energy known to man, and, because the power of the sun is limitless, being able to efficiently store its energy has the potential to create a stable, infinite power supply in the future. Seni gidip fındık kıran, yılanı derinden çıkaran, kaderim püskül belam, yakalarsam. Seni gidip fındık kıran, yılanı derinden çıkaran, kaderim püskül belam, yakalarsam.